Hello, hello. This is Wayne Blau, and I welcome you to this week's Profit Maximizing Moment. This show is dedicated to helping business owners dramatically improve their bottom line with our weekly profit maximizing tips that you can use now. As I said, I'm your host and coach, Wayne Blau. I'm also the founder of a local CPA firm, so yes, we are swamped. In case you didn't wake up and realize it, April 15th is 2 weeks from tomorrow. If you haven't already turned in your tax return, get it done or get an extension filed. Don't don't be one of those that wakes up on the 16th and goes, "Ooh." Anyways, in our CPA with our clients to help make more money, and yeah, we're going to be a little iffy today because around our area the internet's been off and on. So hopefully we get through this. All right. Anyways, we help our business clients make more money and help them keep more of it by tax planning, and more importantly, make their life a little bit more simple. We do that with our profit coaching programs and our tax planning system, which has saved my clients over $7 million over the last 6 years, all legally. Love my clients, but I don't want to share a jail cell with them like I say every week. This week, we're going to talk about, this week and the next two videos, we're going to talk about common mistakes that business owners make and how knowing about them and eliminating them or avoiding them, which hopefully avoiding, but eliminating if you're already doing it, will help your profits soar. All right. But first, support for today's show comes from Profit Maximizing Publishing, which published my book, The 90-Day Profit Reset, which shows you how to gain your independence from reduced cash flow, shrinking margins, and evaporating customer base. In this book, you'll find chapter after chapter, idea after idea about how you can turn around your business, reset your profits from red to black in 90 days or fewer. Even entrepreneurs who are making money will benefit from my book by learning how to make even more money. All right, let's get going. All right. Yeah, I tell you what. Whoops. It's been with tax season and I got 18 million things going on. It's kind of hard to do it. Look, every time a client comes in, a new business owner comes in and says, "Hey, I'm starting a business," or "I just started a business," I say the same thing. Congratulations. All right. Congratulations and my condolences. See, I know what kind of a wild ride they're about to embark on. I congratulate them because being self-employed can be both financially and emotionally rewarding. Beats the feeling action that business from scratch that supports you, your family, your employees, and their families. Owning a small business is the essence of the American dream. And in case you didn't know this, 2021, more small businesses were at any time in the country's history. So people are out 20 and 2021. And that's not unusual. When times are tough, more businesses are started. All right. I give them their condolences, though, because they simply don't know what they don't know. I see this all the time. What they don't know causes them to make very common mistakes that lost sales, lost profits, and often a failure of their business. The result of business failure is totally devastating to the owner, their families, the employees. I've seen business failures lead to divorce, bankruptcy, depression, alcohol and drug addiction, and even suicide. The sad thing is, these mistakes are simply here's a list of common mistakes I see small business owners make broken down by category. Today, we're going to talk about marketing mistakes. Apologize, but their Time Warner is working around, or Spectrum, whoever the hell it is working around our that's in our things. Look, marketing mistakes. I was like most business owners when I started. I was good at my core. This is going to take forever. I was good at my core product. All right. And thought that would be enough. My training and experience had made me a good CPA, but I had never been trained in marketing and sales. All right. Just trying to make sure we're still on. Yeah, so it looks like we are. Can't really tell, but I'm going to say, there we are. Okay, yeah, we're still there. Sorry about that. Just a little worried about it. I see it go black now and then. Truthfully, because of that lack of training in marketing, I thought if I just did a good job, the customers would show up. I call this the build it and they will come model, based on a Field of Dreams baseball movie. Unfortunately, I soon found out that unlike the movie, the big problem with this model is if you don't know what to do if the customers don't come, and how would they know? Not doing marketing is kind of like kissing at a pretty girl in the dark. You know you did it, but nobody else does. All right, so not knowing how to market is the biggest reason businesses fail. And I'm going to go quickly over these. I've discussed some of these in the past. We'll discuss more of these in more detail in the future. So biggest error first is not having a true USP. That stands for unique selling proposition, which simply put, when faced with all the possible choices, including doing nothing, why should a customer buy from you? If you can't answer this clearly and concisely, your sales will suffer. Next, not spending enough time on marketing. You should be spending 25 to 50% of your time on marketing. If you're not, you've got a problem, especially when you're first starting. Another mistake I see is giving up control of your marketing. Without customers, you don't have a business, you have a hobby, an unpaid hobby. You can outsource and delegate basically everything, but you must keep control of your marketing. That doesn't mean that some of the stuff you can't outsource. Like I record this, I meet with clients, I reach out by telephone, but I hire somebody to do all the social media, getting my message out there. So that's kind of important. You need to basically know what you can outsource in marketing, but most of it you can't, because even the most experienced marketing professional won't care about your business as much as you do. You are just one client. No one knows more about your business or your customers' wants and needs as you do. Plus, your marketing must match your ethics, values, and goals, or they will fail. Get help, but stay in control. That is important. Another, failing to target your market. Look, you're a small business. You can't afford to market to everyone. Pick a niche at first, in particular, create an offer that will appeal to them. You're much better off being a big fish in a small pond than being a small fish in a big pond fighting off the sharks. Next, not identifying your ideal customers. You should be able to communicate who your perfect customers are. Knowing who those customers are helps you design advertising that attracts them. Don't worry too much. Just kind of keep track of these in the future. You can search some of my old stuff. I've done some, but we're going to cover a lot of these in future episodes. Not knowing what problems your prospects need solving. Concentrate on the benefits of your product or service rather than its features. You should know what keeps your prospects awake at night. What do they need help with? What are they worried about? How can you solve their problems and alleviate their pain? People buy to solve problems and eliminate pain. Being inconsistent with your marketing. A company that runs poorly designed advertising every month will outsell well-designed ads that only run once in a while. Whatever advertising you choose, you should be committed to it for at least 6 months. Not big one here is not selling to your current customers. Your current customers are your best source of adding revenue. They already know you, like you, and hopefully trust you. It makes sense to spend the majority of your marketing time and dollars selling to them. I have personally worked with clients who have increased their sales by 40% or more just by having a program of selling additional services and products to their current customers. I've done it time and time again. I've done it. Another error, not looking for other products to meet your customers' needs, your current customers' needs. The hardest thing is to get a customer. Once you have a customer who trusts you, why not sell them other things they need? Walmart does this. They sell eye exams, health insurance, prescription drugs. A lot of people don't realize that, but they're there. All right. You don't even have to start up a new business. Create an affiliate program with a business in another field that gives you a commission. Walmart doesn't. I mean, they do that. People pay them a licensing fee or whatever the heck they call it. Basically the same thing. All right. Failing to see other prospects who could use your products or services is another error. Is there another niche or type of prospect that can use your product but isn't doing so? Now, I followed one business owner who developed a paperless system for bookkeepers and accountants. He found other professionals like lawyers and engineers and architects with similar problems and sells these niches as well. Another thing everybody does wrong, not asking for referrals. This is directly related to not selling your current customers. Right now, I do almost no traditional marketing. About 95% of my new customers come from referrals. That's not quite true anymore. It's about 60%, 70%, because social media, strong is taking over. But still, it's at worst half and half. I'll be honest, it's closer to 60-40. When I wrote this, it was 95%. Not providing outstanding customer service. Today, customers will research you online and use social media. Is no longer enough to provide industry standard service. To be successful, you have to provide legendary service that far exceeds what your competitors offer. Another big mistake is only using one marketing channel. Your company should have a full quiver of advertising and marketing arrows. Once you find one way to attract customers, start looking for another to attract even more customers. Perfect example, a long time ago, people concentrated on fax marketing, and then that pretty much got outlawed so that it's all disappeared. If that was your number one and only way to get customers, you were done. Not tracking and measuring marketing results. If you don't measure your results, how do you know what's working, what should be improved, and what should be eliminated? Not testing your marketing before making a big buy. If you're planning on mailing out 10,000 postcards, you should test mail 500 first and make sure the results justify the cost. not including targeted direct mail. Nowadays, people think everything should be online, but direct mail still works and can be a very good way to get new customers for some businesses. Today, many business owners think this is too old-fashioned and focus all their time on web and email advertising. I have found that only about 20% of my customers have signed up for my email list. I would be ignoring about 80% if I didn't snail mail newsletters and offers, not including social media and text marketing in your plans. The opposite. Okay, many small business owners are missing out on an inexpensive marketing opportunity. Every business owner needs to become proficient at social media marketing or will be left behind by savvier competitors. In today's world, I said, no, don't do that. Hire somebody who knows what they're doing. It's just much more complicated and it's moving too fast. Not creating an in-house list of customers. This is probably one of your most important assets is your customer list. Build this up. You'll always have the ability to sell new products and services quickly. For service industry like us, they come in to do a tax return or something, we bill them, we have a list. This is more, I see a problem with this in retail where customers coming off the street, we don't get any information to see who they are. Being mediocre in the sales department, you must be able to sell. Your advertising and marketing will bring in prospects, but you and your staff must be able to sell them. Yes, some people are much better at this than others, but all business owners must become proficient at selling in order to survive. Not knowing the lifetime value of your customer. Huge. This is a big mistake people make. Knowing how much your average new customer is worth helps you know how much you should spend to acquire them. Cell phone companies understand this and have built their business models around this key concept. They, for a long time, gave away their phone or deeply discounted, knowing that would make a difference in huge profits or monthly service fees. You'll still see it. I've seen an advertising recently that said, switch to us, we'll give you a phone. They understand. They make more money by the monthly. Giving up what's working when time gets tough. If it's working, never stop. When times are tough, cut somewhere else. If it's working, don't stop, even if you're bored with it. All right. That's another thing. Oh, I've been doing this ad forever. It's boring. Yeah, but it's still bringing in customers. Who cares? And if you're bringing in customers and you're not getting into the bottom line, there's something wrong with your pricing standards. And we'll go into that in another time. Passing up Passing up free publicity opportunities. Send out press releases for everything. Get to know the newspaper editors and bloggers who cover your industry. More important, bloggers. Work at becoming a trusted source. Probably become, for podcasts, make sure you're a guest. You don't have to start your own, be a guest on others. They're always looking for people. If you have a good story, if you have a good, unique selling position, you might be the one they need to see. Not marketing when you're busy. Boy, I run into that. Too many business owners experience the boom or bust cycle. That's when they're busy with work, they're too busy to market. Then when they're finished up, they have nothing to work on next. And that is why it's important to systemize your marketing so it runs on autopilot even when you're swamped. Look, people ask me, how can you do all this marketing you do? I don't. Simple as that. I get up, I talk to you guys for 10 to 15 minutes, and then I outsource everything else to somebody else who gets it all over the place. All right. And that may be what you need to do. All right. Next week, first, review this. I went through it fast, but see if you're doing anything wrong. If you see something that you think you might be doing wrong, research my blog site. Go to YouTube, see if I've discussed it in the past. I'll discuss it again in the future. But right now, while it's bothering you, do some research, figure out what to do. Give me a call. You can email me at wayne@wjb-cpa.com. Ask me a question. Call my office and leave a message. I'll call you back, 915-857-8158. This is important, getting rid of this kind of stuff. Next week, we're going to talk about business management mistakes that business owners make. All right. And then I think I'm going to do it the week after, but that's the April 14th. So I might miss a week. We'll see. And this is money mistakes small business owners make. There's a lot of those. And then, if you sit down and watch these next 3 or 4, this one and the next 2, and you just avoid those mistakes, things will go a long way towards making sure that you increase your profits and don't fall into the mistakes other people make. You're going to make your own. Avoid most of them. All right. Hey, until next time, this is Wayne Bilal saying, let's make this our most profitable year ever. Thank you very much. And